darling FUMINATION. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumi Desalu-Vold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you're so very welcome indeed. It is raining in London. It feels as if it is autumn. Yes, it does. Raining and there's no sunshine, nothing at all. Hence, I'm wearing this Ted Baker dress. Do we live, do we love, my darlings? Let me get up. Yes, it is a dress with pockets, as a matter of fact. And then it's got the leather detail at the bottom, and then we have like a kind of turtleneck soiree, and I thought, why not? I do live and love. Darlings, we are having a meet and greet in Brooklyn, New York City. You better be there, or you're gonna be what? Be square. You're gonna regret it, I promise you. It's going to be fabulous. The venue, copacetic, darlings. We have brands that are sponsoring us. Oh, the food, the drinks, the music, the kiki, and we have one or two special guests. You are going to live and you're going to love it. The tickets are down in the bottom, my darlings, and we are hitting capacity. If you cannot make it to the event, my darlings, then perhaps you might want to have breakfast with Fumi. Yep, that's an option. You can also have lunch with Fumi, and then you can also have what? Dinner with Fumi, baby. The glamour, the fabulosity. Vendors, come on out and sell, baby. FUMINATION will be there, and you can buy from the vendors 10 a.m. The event will start at 1 p.m. and when I tell you, Mama's coming home. Mama is coming home, and I cannot wait to see all of you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. I cannot wait to come to the Big Apple. If you want to have a one-on-one consultation with moi, there you go, my darlings. If you want to send me your businesses, there you go, my darlings. You send it to the UK address, or you can send it to the USA address. I cannot wait to get to my PO box in New Jersey. Yeah, that's where it is. So why are we here, my darlings? Why are we here? I'll tell you why we're here. We are here because Diddy Pooh, is selling his Los Angeles mansion for 70 million. Yeah, things are not so good for him. Not so good, as we very well know, for obvious reasons. So we have TMZ here. TMZ says, so long LA, selling mansion for 70 million after the raid. Now you know that his mansion was raided a couple of months ago, and I can understand how that could leave a sour patch in his mouth. But before we go on with our conclusions, let us read. So this is what TMZ says about the whole shebang. Diddy is ready to pack up and leave Los Angeles because we've learned he is trying to sell his Humbly Hills mansion for a hefty price. Sources with the direct knowledge tell TMZ the embattled rap mogul is trying to sell the home off market for way more than he paid. But that's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong in that. A lot of people do that in real estate. You flip houses, you buy it, and then you try to sell it for double or more. That's nothing, nothing new about that. Anyway, let's move on. Diddy plunked down 40 million for the house back in 2014, and we're told he wants around 70 million now. Our sources say that's a real stretch. The house has some recent really bad memories. As we reported, Homeland Security raided the mansion in March and ransacked the place as agents tore out electronics and other items pursuant to a search of evidence of human doodada and other crimes. We are told Diddy wants out of LA and will not be looking for another place to hang his hat. He was in LA last month for a few days, but has been spending more time in Miami. Over the weekend, he ventured out to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, where he went river rafting. A grand jury is now hearing his evidence. No word on when they'll make a decision on whether to indict. Whoa. Here, you know what? I'm going to take the mature stance, because it's not really tea. Diddy is in a lot of trouble, and it's a shopping list at this point. And one thing I know, because I was around when he did go to court trying to save his life, when himself and JLo were dating, and it was a big deal then. And that's when you really know that your freedom is everything. Here's the thing. If you have traveled, flown private jet, you've eaten at the most expensive restaurants, you've had the finer things in life, you've really enjoyed food, you've enjoyed women, you've enjoyed all of the celebratory tips and benefits and gifts and all of that, it doesn't mean anything to you in the grand scheme of things when you sit up on that tower and you're in trouble. Money doesn't bring happiness. On top of which, as we very well know, Diddy has high costs when it comes to lawyers. The lawyers, I think he's paying $2,500 for one lawyer or partner, and he has about 6 of them, and they have been on his expense account for the past for as long as this has gone on. And he needs liquid coin. He needs liquid. So he needs to sell it. And if he can sell it for double, hey, you know how it is. There'll be some millionaire from somewhere who will be like, this is Diddy's house. This is how it all went down. Because once all of this settles and whatever happens to Puff happens to Puff, then we're going to start having the films, the autobiographies, and all of these interviews and who knew what and what happened here, there, and everywhere. And all of a sudden, Diddy's value will go through the roof because people will want to hear those stories and people will pay for those stories. There is nothing that Diddy has right now that he's going to keep in the grand scheme of things. He has to take care of his family. He has to take care of baby love, little itty bitty baby beautiful love. And I think he's got 7 children, plus his mama. That house is gorgeous. Would I buy it? Yes, I would. Not for 70 million, but I would buy it. Because it looks as if there's a main house and then there are other houses on the estate. So I could have a house to work out in. I could have a house to put all of my clothes. I could have another studio. And you know my dream, I don't know whether I've told you guys, I want to have live studio. So I would love to invite special guests, FUMINATION, where you eat, you drink with Kiki, and you're part of the audience. And you are there while we film. While we do episodes, and we can interact with you, and we can even bring audience members and have that day. And you know how I love my FUMINATION men. I love you, my FUMINATION men. You are a huge part of every single episode going forward. And so, you know, you have to just look at it as that. Puffy did a couple of things that was really uncalled for, very unnecessary. And it's sad because he's a wonderful, talented man. Wonderfully talented. Not everybody could have done what Diddy did. Back in those days, he had a vision. And I think that's what makes me sad. That he had it. He had it. He had it before I think he knew he had it. And Black excellence, yes, it was there. You know, people make you feel proud. People inspire you. People make you want to get up out on the day and say, you know what, I can do this. They inspire us. And Diddy was inspirational. So to see him come to this great fall is not something I want to gloat at. It's a mourning. It's a big mourning for me. It's a great loss. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. It's a great loss for all of us. And I don't think I'm even prepared to see him behind bars. I think there will be a sadness there. And I wish him the best of luck. And I hope he gets to sell this mansion. Not to pay the lawyers, but to give to the children. Because by extension, they're involved in all of this mess. He most probably, you know, it's like, what do they call it now? Musical chairs. You rob Peter to pay Paul. People look rich, and celebrities get so many gifts that you might think, oh yes, you know, they got that liquid cash. They don't. They don't. And that's what's coming to. Who's to say that he even paid off this house? Maybe the 70 will pay off what he owes to the house, and then he can recoup the rest for whatever. I hope that if he does, he gives it to his children. Give it to your children, because your children deserve it. He's going to sell everything. This is just the beginning of it. As far as I am concerned, he's going to have to sell everything if the lawyers that he is paying, and they are good and they're real. You know, I almost did law. Yes, I did. But I decided to go, you know, down the entertainment route. If he has solid lawyers that are really not there for the money and say, look, Puff, this is what's happening, I am absolutely certain they would advise him, sell everything. You can always start again. And starting again is not that traumatic. I've started again over and over in my life. You know what you do? Sell everything, give away everything, go to another city, you get a storage and you get a PO box. And then you find where you can lay your head, and you begin to lay out your plans. And as you're laying out your plans, you thank God for health, you thank God for vision, and you thank God for tenacity. You must always thank up higher and above, because you're not here on your own. So Diddy, let me give you that advice. Thank your father, and always pray to him, because he does, because we are all sinners. Some a little bit more than others, but we're all sinners out here in these streets. Forgiveness is key. Puffy, begin to beg for forgiveness for what you have done, and beg for forgiveness up above, and let him give you the vision right now, because you need to be the visionary of all visionaries right now to kind of see where your future is going. You can start again. You can start again. I think that Diddy could start again, but he'll be done in this industry. What he'll end up doing, who's to say? I guess we got to live a little longer and find out. What can I say? Cassie jumped this puppy off. This is what you call jump off records, jump off productions. Ain't that a trip? Diddy is selling his mansion, and like I said, the watches are gonna go. All of the bling blang gonna go. Miami, everything gotta go. Liquidate everything, because anyway, Homeland Security and the like are going to come for you, because you had cameras in every room. Why? But you know what? I've talked about that in another episode. So it is what it is. He's selling stuff, and this is only what? This is only the beginning. All of my love, my darlings, and I will see you what? I will see you in New York City. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say from now on. I will see you in Brooklyn. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, my baby. And I will see you in Brooklyn on the 4th of August. All of my love. So excited. So excited.